I just picked up a brand new lens for my M11 and MP. This is the Leica 90mm Macro-Elmar-M f4. So I'll talk about my first impressions and what makes this lens different from my other lenses. My favorite focal length is either 35 or 50. The 35mm as a nice everyday all-around lens, and the 50mm for portraits or slightly longer reach. I also like 28mm for street photography, but I use this less because I'm generally terrible at making compositions at this focal length, and I'm still learning how to make any interesting photos using this. I had the 75mm apo-summicron. This is a great lens, very sharp and very vibrant colors, but the main problem was the size and weight of this lens. This was my largest Leica lens, and it just wasn't fun taking this for travel or even taking it out for the day. But mainly because of the size and weight of this lens, I just wasn't using it very often, so I felt like I should sell it. And I felt like I could always just crop in with my 50 Apo and get a similar look to the 75. And even though my 35 and 50 are my most used lenses, I still wanted an option for a telephoto lens, and I wanted to keep everything lightweight and small, so I settled on this 90mm Macro-Elmar f4. And this is a very lightweight and small lens, easily slips into your pocket when it's collapsed. The build quality is excellent as expected. The only thing is that it does not have a focus tab, which I do find helpful in my other lenses. To use the lens, you need to twist to unlock, extend the lens, and twist it back to lock it into place. The focus ring is smooth, the aperture ring is clicky, and when you collapse it, it locks into place so it doesn't accidentally extend. And even though the aperture only goes as wide as f4, you can still get some pretty decent bokeh effect if you're positioned close enough to the subject. This is the closest focus distance I could achieve with just the lens and the camera. I won't talk about its macro function on this video because for that you need to purchase an extra macro adapter which sits in between the lens and the camera body, and I don't have that yet. I'll have to make a separate video once I try that out. The images themselves are sharp from corner to corner, and this is one of Leica's better performing lenses. For landscape, this would be a good lens to have stopped down to f11, sharp and no distortions. And for portraits and close-ups, this would be a good lens to have, maybe even better than the 50mm for this use. And so far, I'm enjoying the telephoto perspective of this lens. I can stand off and take a photo, whereas with my 35mm lens, I would need to be standing up much closer. So for a small, compact, lightweight travel kit, maybe it would be worth it to take this 90mm along with my 35mm apo-summicron.